This is Matt Lucas with GetVoIP.com, and today we're going to be reviewing the Yealink T48G desktop SIP phone. This is a enterprise level SIP phone. It is one of their latest models out. It doesn't do video, but it does support things like 6 different SIP connections, a lot of cool high-level enterprise grade features, and nice, clean, sleek lines make it look really nice in receptionist area, but also for your manager's office as well. So going over some of the features here, you've got pretty heavy headset, standard button with a clip for wall mount access if you want to mount it on the wall. Your touch screen, your normal buttons for everyday use as well. In this case, we are going to be doing power over Ethernet, and I'll give you a little bit of a look at the back as well here. So USB at the top is going to be for Bluetooth. Your wall mount here, you can pop out these little plugs, and that's going to be used for the wall mount. One of the things is this is not an adjustable stand, so it's fixed at a 45-degree angle. That'll probably be okay for most use cases, but it's something that really should be pretty standard nowadays just to support that. Here you have your extension. This is going to be for adding in extra modules on the side. They would lock in on this right here. PC internet, gigabit on both, and this supports full gigabit bridge across, which really puts us in for the enterprise level market. If you don't do power over Ethernet, you can do DC 5 volts. 5 volts is actually really low, so that's actually really good in this case. And your headset and your handset connectors here. And then you just got your rubber mounts here, and here on the bottom you have a headphone jack. Not sure why you would use that, but you have that also. So let's go ahead and plug in our power over Ethernet. Now, I'm not using any sort of provisioning system here. This is strict settings that are static on the machine. Screen, I configured it with 3 lines, and you have on your bottom here your history, directory, do not disturb, and menu. I added also at the top right voicemail and directory. DSS keys is going to expand. All these are pre-configurable to anything you want, and this is just the expanded menu here. These are all showing green, showing that all the lines are active. This is just to a local PBX, but you can press your arrow keys and switch your lines at the top that you want your default to come out of, or you could just tap them to pick up the line itself. So if you wanted to, you can quickly tap this. You can tell by the red dot at the top, do not disturb. Pretty handy feature. Sometimes it's not actually used very often, but that actually communicates properly back to the PBX. Simple handset pickup, simple speakerphone, and if we wanted to do a simple test here, we could. I predefined an echo test on the local PBX.
You are about to enter an echo test. In this mode, everything you say will be repeated back to you just as soon as it is received.
The speaker quality here is great. I'm loving this.
Is to give you an audible sense of the latency between you and the machine that is running the echo test application. You may end the test by hanging up or pressing the pound key.
Hello? Hello? And there was a... Go ahead and put that call on hold there. There was a bug earlier with this where if you press the speaker button inside of a speaker-based call, it wouldn't end the call. It would simply take it off speaker, and you could hear it come through the headset even though the headset was down. I updated the firmware to the latest version, and that fixed all of it. So here we are on a call, and we have our options: transfer, resume, new call, end call. So if I wanted to pick up a new call and do, say, voicemail.
Password. Goodbye. password. You have no messages. Press 2 to change folders.
Volume
Press
goes actually
3 for
really high. It's one of the things I noticed.
Press 0
This
for
is
mailbox
only at
options. Press
number
star
1.
for help or pound to exit.
This can get really high.
You have no urgent messages. Press
That was
2
maybe
to change
75%.
folders. Press
So it's
3
really
for
good in
text
actually loud
options.
environments as
Press
well.
0 for mailbox options.
Conference calling and hold. It does hold music back, and that's configurable as well. Overall, a really solid phone, especially from just the user interface side. This touchscreen. You can touch it with your nail or anything. You don't have to actually have. It's not like a touchscreen like a tablet necessarily. It's capacitive. So in this case, if you had gloves on or anything like that, you don't have to. You don't have to worry about that. And the nice feature with that is, when the screen goes to sleep after a while, you can wake it up by touching the screen instead of having to use a button. In your directory here, it's built in. You have two different types. You have a local directory, and you have a web-based directory that you can provision. These are completely configurable, and you can add all your contacts here through the menu, or you can add them through the web page that manages this device. You even can get into updating the photo and saving it here. It's using the basic like T9 word entry, so that can be a little cumbersome there. But you can go in and save a contact and go through and edit all that, which is nice. So if we go back out, this is just a quick overview. All of these are configurable. If you tap on an empty one, you can change the type. Maybe you want to make it a speed dial. You can choose which line you want it to come out of. So say line 3, label 1, 2, 3, and I'll give it a value of, say, 101 extension. When I save that, you now see 1, 2, 3. When I call that, I'm getting a call on my computer over there. Alright, now let's move over to the web interface side and see how the web interface interacts with this device as well.